Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a weekly horoscope from the 25th of March to the 31st of March 2018. And this is for you coming from Pisces. So let's start with Sunday the 25th. And it starts wonderfully for you. Morning, afternoon and early evening periods, everything you want you can get. That's how lucky you will be. If you are with your loved ones, you'll get all the support you need. If you're out with your people you work with or the people you do business with, you will still score very good points. So you've got to focus on what you really want. You can't get everything under the sun in this 18-20 hours. And whatever you focus on, morning, afternoon especially, you are going to be there. A very good bonding period, so be out with the people you want to be closest with, and you will do well. And if you're chasing for a romance, I think you are on the line to getting it. So be brave and be daring and go for it, and you'll come out very handsomely, very well. Evening and nightfall are planets that make you dominating and stubborn. And so you will be made like that because the influence from the planets are like that. But since I brought it up, try not to allow them to do it by being appreciative, by being supportive to everybody, and by being flexible. And when you can do these three things, nobody will ever find you to be dominating or stubborn, because that's what these couple of planets in the evening nightfall session want you to be. So do the opposite and you will make your evening nightfall session good, because your good planets of morning, afternoon that make you so happy will also be there. So control the negative planets and you give the positive planets plenty of chance to make your evening nightfall. Talk of holidays, talk of travel, and you can meet people from other countries as well. Monday the 26th doesn't start well and is not going to end well. 24 hours of worry. Morning, afternoon, some past issues trouble you, whether in thought or whether getting the news of them or whether meeting them. And so there's depression as well. Depression in the sense that it makes you extremely, passionately unhappy. And so evening, nightfall period, be cautious. Morning, afternoon period, be cautious. It's a working day, and so at your place of work, and it's a business day, and so at your place of business, if you're in business, things are going to be very slow, and bad news would rather come rather than good news. And so be ready. Slow means that delays and obstacles are going to be seen towards progress. So hour by hour, things can actually worsen, and you need to lie low. If you get adventurous and expose yourself and want to make progress, whether in business or in job, you will only be disappointed. So just carry on doing what you have to do. That's enough. And even that will end up with deadlines cannot be met because delays are seen and because unexpected problems also come about. Because some fast planets that bring unexpected issues are also there. So you've got the slow planets creating frustration and delays, you've got the fast planets making you make many mistakes, whether in speech or in action. So it's a very difficult, trying day. Well, morning, afternoon you have to be very patient, and evening, nightfall you have to be careful. These fast planets make you very impulsive, very hasty, very impatient. You will say and do things without thinking. And so mistakes of another kind will be seen in the evening, nightfall period like these. And so morning and afternoon, very slow, frustrating, and long-term planets can bring bad long-term news. And evening, unexpected fast planets come about and bring unexpected difficulties, which are mainly short-term. So if you have to be out already planned, don't be rebellious, be appreciative and supportive of others, and you'll be able to find your way, and even turn the evening to be manageable and profitable. Tuesday the 27th for you coming from Pisces is not going to be good either. Morning, afternoon, your temper, your aggressiveness, the words you use are all going to be what makes you to be put into trouble. So you cannot afford to use words which are of a scolding nature or sarcastic nature or provocative nature. And you have to tell yourself that whatever you attempt to do in the morning, afternoon, you'll have to take the soft approach. Otherwise, you will lose support of every kind. And you will be a person who will just not manage to get things right because you will be over-determined to get things done and want to get things done as the shortest possible time because perhaps there are deadlines. Oh, it's stress and anxiety, a lot of it I can see morning and afternoon period. So take the soft approach, be polite, be appreciative, be supportive, and those at your place of work or in business will come and help you that way. Evening nightfall gets really, really bad, let me tell you. Whatever can go wrong is just waiting to go wrong. And accidents can take place, physical or emotional or verbal. Don't show your temper, because with the unexpected fast planets and your temper planets, you can just get into a violent situation. Avoid arguments definitely, because arguments will start the whole problem moving. And be careful in the evening nightfall with who you are. Don't drink too much. Don't drive too fast. Accidents with this kind of combination of planets are very possible. I'd rather you just go back to the safety of your home for the evening nightfall session. Let the hours pass by slowly. They will. If you expose yourself to situations, these planets take the opportunity to get at you. If you lie low quietly somewhere, these planets can't do much and they just remain quiet with you. Let's go to Wednesday the 28th. A much better morning-afternoon period, not the best, but at least you are getting support from people at your place of work and in business. Some good news is filtering in. Some important people are watching you or dealing with you or want to help you. So take the soft approach slowly. These are planets of ego, I call them. Ego is a good word. It's not a bad word. Without ego, we have no ambition. So these planets of ego want you to be noticed and want you to be in the limelight. And this can be applicable to romance areas, career, job areas, and business areas. So don't want that limelight. Tell yourself, I don't mind supporting other people to be in the limelight. And I will show appreciation for whatever they're doing. And you'll see there'll be a huge turnaround. You'll confuse all these planets and they'll scratch their head and say, what do we do? And they'll leave you alone. And then you'll manage your morning, afternoon very much. And remember, important people are noticing you. Evening and nightfall period turns wonderful, really wonderful. This arrogant planet would like to be there, never mind. It's not so powerful anymore. Evening, nightfall, whether it's wanting to mix business and pleasure on the business side or with the job side with your colleagues or your bosses, or with your marriage partner or romance partner, or whether you are hunting for a romance, any area will show the advantage for you. So you just have to go for that. Focus. You can't have everything under the sun. Focus on what you want and it will be delivered to you. These are a couple of very powerful planets who will do as you say, and you just have to open the door for the opportunity. So look well and dress well wherever you are, and you will come back with more than a handful of good luck. Thursday 29th, now that's what I call a wonderful 24 hours of good luck. Morning, afternoon, evening and night time. So you've got 24 hours of advantage on Thursday the 29th. Chasing for the romance, improving your marriage, making your love situation very nice and comfortable. In your place of job, getting very good news. And in your place of business, attracting a lot of support in terms of contracts or even good contacts. Morning, afternoon, a lot of romantic planets are there. So you may want to be, you may be in a romantic frame of mind. But it's a working day, be careful. You might overlook your deadlines just because of these romantic planets. So focus. Every time you get into a romantic mood, just utter these three words to yourself: facts, figures and logic. That's the best way from the romantic side to move back to reality. And then you'll be able to focus and realize what's important at your place of work. In business and at work, you will be very imaginative and very creative. And so show off these very good advantages that you have, being creative and imaginative in whatever you do. You are going to get some very good results in the morning, afternoon period. Evening, nightfall, even better. Evening, nightfall talks of holidays, talks of travel. You may meet people who are from another country, from another race, and this could be on the internet. It doesn't have to be in physical areas. And so contacts made evening, nightfall are very important for you. And there's music in the air. And if you are going to be out with people, you will be definitely a very happy person. And as I said, plans of travel and holiday are everywhere for you, spoken about. So you're going to meet some very pleasant situations in the evening, nightfall period. So dress well, look good, and be about. Friday the 30th. Now, morning, afternoon are planets which make you stubborn and which make you want control and which makes you very stubborn and dominating. So don't allow these planets to let you do that, to make you do that. Tell yourself, I'm going to be supportive of everybody at my place of work or in business. I'm going to somehow let others take the lead, and I'm going to help and be appreciative for whatever I get help from. When you have that attitude in mind, you will see that at your place of work or in business, people want to help you. If you come out with being dominating and want control, people shy off you. So take that approach, and you can make these planets who want to make you very stubborn and want control, you can weaken them that way. And they will not be able to do much. Be careful, morning and afternoon, you can lose support from people by being dominating. Okay? That applies to also marriage partners and also romance partners. Evening and nightfall period now turns very gloomy. Gloomy in the sense that these planets are very slow, and these planets just bring bad news. They get you to meet people you don't want to meet. They bring news of the past which you don't want to hear. And so the slowness can also mean that your plans could be postponed or can be cancelled, and that will make you very unhappy that your date has been cancelled or the person you wanted to meet you cannot meet. So things like that make this a bit of a gloomy evening. Be prepared for it. So earlier on, double check that your plans are on track, and that way you will be prepared. If they're going to be cancelled, you know it earlier, is not so bad. But to be there waiting and somebody don't show up is bad. So double check all these things that are going to happen or plan for the evening nightfall session. If I were you, I would just go back home and maybe plan the outing for another day. But if you have to be out, then double check all your plans. Don't expect too much. These are slow planets. Slow planets normally talk of anything they do well for you is only for long term. So you will not get any advantage for tonight, for that night of Friday the 30th. Saturday the 31st doesn't start well for you. There are planets there that bring unexpected and sudden bad luck. And that can be in your area of romance or marriage, because it's a Saturday and you may not be working. But if you are working, it could be upsets that come unexpectedly at your place of work or in business if you're conducting business on this Saturday the 31st. So you have to be careful. Everything you do, there's a sudden and unexpected upsets going on very fast and very quick. And you have to be prepared. Otherwise you will see that you are left high and dry. And these planets can cause accidents as well. There's also a planet of anger in the daytime moving about. And so you can get angry very fast if you're disappointed or something said, and the words you use will be very definitely not nice words. And your actions will turn rebellious. So all that is very possible morning, afternoon period. So you have to tell yourself, if you're going to deal with anybody, you have to be polite. And most of all, take the soft approach. That way you will never antagonize anybody. Soft approach simply means use words which are soft, a tone of voice which is soft, a body language which is soft. And who would ever want to feel provoked? So you have to do that, because these are very mischievous, fast planets that miscommunicate and that bring also miscalculation. Evening, nightfall, the angry planets take charge. Sometimes it's innocent in the sense that it makes you very determined to get what you want. And you will step on shoes to get what you want. And of course, the people whose shoes you step on won't be very happy. And so you might upset many people. So take the soft approach, take your time to what you want. If it's a romance you want so bad, don't try to be over-determined to get that person. You'll just come out too strong with these planets of aggression. So take the soft approach and you will get there slowly and nicely. These are not enemy planets, but they are just not the best in Pisces. And so these planets tend to make others feel that you are just very rude or very blunt, or somehow you just don't care how you want to get what you want. Not good. Take the soft approach, you will get a much better deal in the evening session of Saturday the 31st. And well, I'm already Skyping and I'm charging USD 50 for a 90-minute Skype session. And during this 90 minutes, I'll talk to you about all the next 7 or 8 years waiting for you in all areas of your life, age by age, calendar year by calendar year. I'll have your date of birth, your time of birth, your palm photos you can send me through email, and based on that, and I will also read your face while we Skype, and all that information I will use, and I may even use Kabbalistic Tarot if we need to. And so with all this, I'll be able to do many things so that you can position yourself for your next 7 or 8 years and get the best deal out of it. Until then, thank you and good luck.